Key concepts of EQA would include accountability, assessment strategies, risk factors, evaluation, sampling, transparency, and VARCs. So these are very similar to the concepts of an EQA. You need to be accountable to the organization and the external bodies such as Ofqual. You need to follow the assessment strategy for your subject, ensure that you're carrying out your EQA role correctly. You need to take risk factors into consideration when planning your EQA activities such as assessor and EQA expertise, competence and qualifications, confidence and competence, whether they're new, experienced, qualified, or working towards an assessor or EQA award. Other risk factors include if assessments are carried out at different locations and whether the standards are recently revised or new. Then we have evaluation of the quality assurance methods and systems used in centres. So as well as evaluation of the EQA process, all aspects of the EQA cycle should be evaluated on a continuous basis. Sampling should also include aspects which have been assessed but not internally quality assured, as well as aspects that have both been assessed and EQA'd. Aspects sampled should also include formative and summative assessments and EQA decisions and records. So to assist transparency, we need to ensure that everyone who's involved in the assessment, which includes EQA, and the EQA process clearly understands what is expected and can see that there's nothing untoward taking place. EQA reports should be shared with the centre and the awarding organisation. Then lastly, we talk about VARCs. So ensuring the validity, authenticity, reliability, currency and sufficiency of evidence provided by the centre and their decisions made. Now we need to look at the rationale. So a good EQA rationale or a good EQA system will start with a rationale. So this might be provided by your awarding body that you work for and is generally the reason why EQA takes place, ensures that activities are safe, valid, fair and reliable. So what do we mean by that? So safe means to ensure that the methods that were used were ethical. There's little chance of plagiarism by the learner, so you're checking for that. The work can be confirmed as authentic. Confidentiality was taken into account. Learning assessment was not compromised, nor was the learner's experience or potential to achieve. So again, safe in this context does not relate to health and safety, but the assessment and EQA methods used. Then we got validity, so valid. The methods used were based on the requirements of the qualification and what's being assessed and quality assured. Remember, as an EQA, you can only provide external quality assurance based on the requirements of the qualification, not what your own opinions are. Fairness, so the methods that you use were appropriate to all learners and at the required level, taking into account any particular learning needs. Reliability, where similar decisions would be made with others. So these points also relate to ensure that your own practice as an EQA is safe, valid, fair and reliable. A rationale will help to maintain the credibility of the service given on behalf of the awarding organisation. So for example, all awarding or all external quality assurance activities will be carried out by qualified and experienced staff. This is to support centres, maintain compliance and uphold the credibility of the qualification and the reputation of the awarding organisation. EQAs will also monitor centre activity to ensure the safety, fairness, validity and reliability of assessment and EQA decisions throughout the learner journey, and your EQA strategy will then be written to formalise how the rationale will be implemented. It will state what will be carried out and why, with whom, when, where and how. So we talk about key principles of EQA. So it's your competence, communication, CPD, equality and diversity, ethics, record keeping and risk ratings, and don't forget smart action planning as well. So competence, ensuring that your own EQA competence, skills and knowledge is up to date, not only regarding the EQA role, but also regarding your subject knowledge of the qualification or standards that you are quality assuring. Communication, which must take place regularly with the centre staff, the EQA, and your organisation and your peers. CPD, maintaining currency of knowledge and performance to ensure that your EQA practice is up to date. Equality and diversity, ensuring that all the activities that you do embrace equality, inclusivity and diversity. And these represent all aspects of society and meet the requirements of the Equality Act. Ethics help to ensure that EQA process is honest and moral and takes into account confidentiality and integrity. Record keeping ensures accurate records are maintained throughout the EQA process. Records should also remain secure and confidential and only shown to those with a legitimate interest. Risk ratings, you'll identify whether a center is low, medium, or high risk, and your awarding organization will actually give you guidance towards this. SMART targets ensure that all action plans are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound.